Okay, I thought I'd like to talk a bit about us and about the work ethic and about some of the law. A lot of the people think this work ethic, and that's been brought in, oh, we should all go work, 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 work and never have any fun and just... But what do you end up with that? You end up with some computer that says you have so many figures, which is so much money. In the old days, even though we used to die a lot of starvation and didn't have all these goodies like we got now, we did used to try and have fun. We didn't used to like going out. We only done enough work for that which we needed to do. And we also used to have things like used to have parties in the street, lots of festivals and other things, because this was the freedom, it's something we could do, and that would be really much more enjoyable than just looking at some bank account with some numbers on it. When they wanted to get this work ethic in and other things like this, and to stop us having fun, it was quite difficult for them. Like, they first of all started with saying, banning people meeting in the streets. And you can see this has happened now. So they invented things like pubs and that, so you could go in and then you could drink inside the pub. This is like a thin edge of the wedge. Now they've taken this a lot further now. Like on the news lately, they're on about Brisbane. On the weekends there's fights and drunks everywhere, and it is quite dangerous and horrible, because they're going to the lowest level of people. But now all of us other people say, well, we better stay at home, sit and just watch TV or be on the computer or do whatever else. We better not be out there with them bad people. But really we should be out there. And there are ways of solving it. Like, they put cameras everywhere. They say, oh right, we'll solve this, we'll just put cameras. Like in the old days, buses used to have a bus conductor and a bus driver, but now they say, oh no, we won't do that because it costs too much money. And same with trains. They used to have people who worked on the stations, and then they'd have guards, and then they would have drivers for the trains. So quite often, even though you did get a little bit of trouble here and there, you didn't get a lot because there were people around supervising what was going on. But to nowadays, it's only cameras that supervise us, and that is no good because you can't really see or care about a camera. So they know how to let us have fun. They know how we could live and be able to go out on a Friday and a Saturday night and hopefully not end up dead, or very little chance of it, by having police on the beat, having supervision around, not just cameras. Same with travelling on public transport, by having and giving someone a job. Like, it's good to have a bus conductor and a driver. Why should you? It's feel terrible for these poor drivers having to take all the money and everything, and having to drive the bus and look after all the people. It's just not possible. Now they go in, they think, oh, we'll be even clever. We'll have these things they call go-cards, and so the bus driver won't have to take the money. But this is going the wrong direction. We should be surrounded by people, and we used to be surrounded by people, not by cameras or inanimate objects. And their cameras really are there for their own reasons. They're not there to, they say, oh, we need this for the protection of you, but this is totally untrue. They need this just to let us know if they want to find you, they will be able to find you. They just turn on or put a computer program looking for your face, and they find exactly where you are. At the moment, they most probably never want to find me. Most probably won't want to find you either, because we're not important. But there are some people that they would want to find. And I'm glad that, and hope I stay not that important, so I don't want them looking for me. But anyway, so these people they said then in the pub, and now it comes that you have to stay at home. But it's interesting how when I've been watching the news for years now, like they want to have armed hold-ups, so they start every time on the news there's an armed hold-up comes along, and then you suddenly every day you're getting more and more and more of them. So this, and they go in runs like this. It might be for 6 months. Then child molestation, all sorts of things. If you notice, they go in runs of what's the in thing to do. It is all put there to scare us. Now the law isn't there for us. It should be there for us. It's a wonderful idea having the law, but money alters, and who you are alters to what the law does for you or not for you. Us ordinary people, we can't afford to get a fancy pants lawyer, so it's only something to hit us on the head with. But whereas if you're rich or if you're way up there, you can keep things by the law. You can keep yourself out of prison and out of everyone for years and years and years, and more so. So when we do, the law obviously should be a good thing and is a good thing to a certain degree. But there are those who can abuse and are above the law. They don't care about the law because there is corruption, there is mateship, there is this of these richer and powerful people, and the law does not affect them at all. It is only put here for us, and quite often just to cause a problem, try to make us that we don't get in the way or don't do anything that we should do. Alright, so yes, we'll but we shouldn't get disheartened about all this. They do have the law is on their side, but there's a much bigger law, and that is the one where money and everything else doesn't come into it. It's the reality, who you are, what we are, that real life that we can have. And all the money in the world won't buy you something that is real life. Okay, well, we'll call that it, and next time we'll rant some more. I hope you've been happy at some of the ranting, and do keep positive. Remember that there are many more of us, and they can't really keep their eye on us all. We do have a lot more freedom than even they have. As long as we don't come up onto their radar too much, their laws and everything isn't going to affect us. We can live a free and happy and wonderful life. And one day, it isn't a them and us. They will notice this and they will try and say, hey, I want to live this life as well. And so we all will live under the proper law, the law of consciousness, the law of oneness, the law of love. So anyway, I'll see you next time. Signing off for now.